Hello you guys, and welcome to part 4 of my brand design series. So if you've been following along over the past 4 weeks, I've been sharing with you a real life brand design client and all the phases that I like to do in order to give them a really effective and awesome branding package. If you have not checked those out, I will link the last one right above here, but I'll also link them down below so you can go watch the full series. There are 4 different phases. And just to give you a little refresh, these are the different phases I like to provide. So the first phase is the design and direction. The second phase is the logo design and exploration. The third phase is packaging it all up, making sure we have all the files exported, and we have the branding guideline to deliver. And the fourth phase, which is what I'll be talking about today, that is going to be all about the offboarding process, which I feel like not a lot of people talk about enough, but it's such an important part of the brand design or even any design package you're providing. It's important to have a good offboarding process. So what the heck is offboarding? I know I keep saying this word, but basically what it means is just having that formal kind of conclusion to the project and making sure you and the client know that they have everything they need and that you're completed with the project and working together. So it kind of just makes sure you both are on the same page, they have everything they need, and that all their questions are answered. So I do like to have this process now. I used to not provide this in the very beginning. I used to kind of just send them what they needed, and there was never really like a formal conclusion to the project. It was just they had what they needed and that was it. But I do like to have this now just so I can not only make sure that they have all their final payments submitted, but also this gives me a chance to ask for a testimonial and their feedback, which also in the client's mind makes them feel that the project is now completed and that they have finished working with you. So it is important, and I do feel it helps to have that kind of relationship and client experience, and I love to make sure that my clients know everything going on during the entire process. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys my ideal offboarding experience. You can either do a call, or maybe you have a form, or maybe you just have a simple email or text message, whichever way you prefer to communicate. I would figure out which process works the best for you and have it set up so it's easy to do for every single client that you might have in the future. So with that said, I do have a project management platform, which is Dubsado. I've had it for the past 4 years, and it's really been so helpful with automating my business and making sure that I have workflows and canned emails and things going out to my clients at those specific time periods. So I do have an offboarding workflow, which I'll show some screenshots of how workflows kind of look in Dubsado. But basically what I can do is set it up so that we have an end of the date for the project, and right at the end of the project date and when everything's submitted, an email will be triggered to send out to my clients that have the following information inside of it. So I prefer to do email. I have done calls in the past, those work great too, but I like to have an email, that way they can click on the button and go fill out my testimonial form so I can get some feedback on how the project went for them. So this is what's included in my email for the offboarding experience. First things first, I want to make sure that the clients are super excited and happy and celebrating the fact that they're launching their new branding or their new website. I know we're specifically talking about branding in this, but I want to make sure that they know that it's an exciting time, they finished everything, and they invested in themselves, which is something to celebrate. So I do like to make the email subject line really exciting with some confetti or party things or whatever it is, and make sure that they are excited even to open the email. So within the email, I have a statement that kind of reads a little like this. I'm so thrilled for you. Congratulations on the launch of your new branding. Enjoy all the buzz you will receive over the next few days, and I'll be throwing confetti over here for you as well. You can put a cool GIF or whatever you want in the email, make it really fun and exciting and unique to you and your voice, but I do like to make sure that they're excited about this and that it's a really fun time. So I start the email like that. In addition to that paragraph, I also have another paragraph that says something a little along the lines of this. If you have a moment this week, I'd love your feedback on the process and our time together. It'll certainly help me, and I know my clients love to hear about other clients' experiences. and then I link a form that goes to a type form. So I really love Typeform. I find that it's really easy to use. It's kind of like a fun experience when you're filling it out. If you've never tried it, definitely go check it out. But I do like to have a Typeform link right there for them to go and submit their review for me. I used to do Google reviews, Google My Business reviews, which I think is so important because it can help you rank on Google and it's really good for SEO. However, I have had in the past some of those reviews get lost, and I feel like Google's customer service is not the greatest, which is really disappointing. So I've lost a few reviews here and there, and I just want to make sure that I have the review safe and sound in a place that I can really trust, and that seems to be working for me right now. And also I'm just linking these reviews to my website, so I mean, although Google really helps and I recommend having that, I feel that wherever you can collect these reviews and have it for safekeeping for either social media posts, website, or whatever it is you're going to use them on, it really helps to have them somewhere you can access. It's also important that your clients know that you could be using the review on the website or on social media, just for complete transparency with them. I like to have a question inside of that type form that just has a yes or no checkbox, asking them if it's okay if I use this on those specific platforms. So I do like to just kind of have that transparency in case maybe there's something they said in there that they don't want me to share. It just kind of makes sure that they're happy with what they're sharing as well. So those are the first 2 paragraphs of that email that I send, but that's not it. I do want to make sure that they know that I'm not going anywhere. I can still help them. I still have different services that they might be interested in. So I like to conclude the email by letting them know that I'm happy to support them with whatever they need moving forward. So if it was a website project, I would most likely have a link to a video library of tutorials on how to edit their website, or I would ask them if they're interested in website maintenance, would they like to schedule another call? Or I just let them know that I'm here whenever they need me, and I list out the different services that they might be interested in. That is the entire email. I want them to know that I'm here for them, but this project has been amazing working with them and I'd love their feedback, and just concluding the project as a whole. Sometimes there's been a few times in the past where I don't hear back from this email. I think that a lot of times they might just go fill out the type form and not respond to the email. That's totally fine. I would not get in your head about it. Just make sure that you have this experience for the clients, because a lot of times they're really gonna love it even if they don't respond maybe right away or ever. So I do want to mention that because that's happened to me before and I'm like, dang it, I wanted to hear what they had to say about this. But at the end of the day, they're busy. It's totally fine. As long as we get that review, that's amazing and super helpful for you as well. I do like to have in this workflow, however, in this workflow on Dubsado, I like to set up a few more steps. So although that was like the conclusion to the project of the brand design, I want to follow up with them in 15 days and just check in with them, see how they're doing, see if their new branding is in use, or ask them if there's anything else they need. Just kind of have that good client experience and kind of just reminding them that you are here for them if they do need any additional help. So I do like to follow up with them with a 15-day email. And then on the 30-day mark, I like to follow up with an email asking them if they'd like to invest in any other services, like website in a week or photography maybe, if they're local, you know, something that you feel might align with them really well. Just check in with them at the 30-day mark and see if they're interested in any other services. Honestly, you guys, a lot of my clients are existing clients that have come back for more, have come back for maybe a redesign, or maybe just come back for additional support with something. So it's really, really important to cherish the relationships you have and just kind of grow them and let them know that you're here for them, and those could potentially turn into referrals even if they don't decide to work with you anymore. Maybe at that 30-day mark, one of their friends had reached out and asked if they have recommendations of designers. So you never know, but staying top of mind for them, by following up at the 15-day and 30-day mark is super, super helpful for you in kind of growing and nurturing that relationship. I didn't mention, but if they did not fill out the type form or give you a review, I would definitely add that into the 15-day or 30-day email, just asking them for their final thoughts on anything, even if they're more comfortable emailing that. Just kind of give them another way to send that review in if you feel that you'd be comfortable with that. I do like to make sure I get a testimonial from every client now moving forward. I just want to be able to grow that client feedback and be able to show new clients how happy my previous clients were. So it is important to make sure you kind of follow up with that and try and get that review from them. So because I've been taking you guys along this real client experience and showing you the full branding package, I figured I will show you guys behind the scenes of me offboarding this client and setting up the type form, making sure everything's good to go to send over to them. That way I can collect that review and kind of move forward with it. So let's hop on over to my screen and I will record me just offboarding the client and setting up that workflow. I'm going to start writing the offboarding email. So I'm just going to paste over what I already have. It's nice because in Dubsado you can have all of these saved replies, which makes it really easy. Let me see if I have mine in here. So I need to save mine in here. So right now I'm just going to write it how it is. I'm going to add smart field client first name and new brand and website. I did do a website for them as well, so I'm going to say that. Hope you have been enjoying. And it has been a little longer than I usually let go by to do this offboarding, so I'm kind of like adjusting the email just a little bit to match the timing of where we're at with this client. So hope you've been enjoying all the buzz around your new business and that you are getting close to officially launching your clothing boutique, since that's what they do. And they are doing a storefront. If you have a moment this week, I'd love your feedback on the process and our time together. It will certainly help me, and I know clients love to hear about other experiences. Okay, so I'm going to add that up here, and then please complete the form below. Thank you so much in advance. Now I'm going to go and get my type form, which I have this one here. I'll show you guys a little bit of what that looks like. It's just super simple. Sorry, this little picture thing's getting annoying. So it looks like this. If they start first and last name, what made my product stand out, what sold you on working with me, what made you the happiest, are you okay with me using this review? Yes. Okay, so that's all I need. I also like to collect their address just in case I want to do like an end of the year gift for my clients, so kind of important as well. So I'm going to click share, and I'm going to just copy the link here. Copy link, and let's go back to Dubsado. And we can actually link this by using a button. Leave a review here, and then we can open it in a new tab. So it's kind of nice that Dubsado has this. It makes it like look really nice. I'm going to change this a little bit. It was so much fun working with you and helping you create your. Now that we have the review part, I'm also going to leave a section here that just lets them know about how I can help them moving forward. Now okay, so I'm going to let them know these specific things. Thank you again for trusting me to help with your brand and website design it has been such a pleasure to help you make it all come to life. I am so excited to see what you continue to do with your business. Thank you. Okay, so now we have this. One other thing I want to include in here. Sorry, I got distracted. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Okay. Just as a reminder, here is your Google Drive link with website tutorials and files. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I include that again, just in case they maybe like lost it or something. I'm gonna say editor, copy link, and I just want to make sure that they have this. Oops, let's do another button. Cool. So that is pretty much the email, and honestly for them, I don't think I need to, I'll probably do like a really simple launch graphic like this one I started. I just want to work on it a little more, make it look a little more exciting. And then I will definitely be sending that over to them in this email. But this is just an example of what it looks like. I will also set up an automation for another one to go out in 15 days and then a final one to go off in 30 days. So I wanted to show you guys what that looks like. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this entire series. If you watched all 4 videos, I really appreciate you sticking around and watching these, but I also really hope that they helped just seeing kind of behind the scenes of the different phases of branding. I feel like a lot of times some clients think they can do it on their own, but once you see that there's a lot of strategy, direction, mood board creation, understanding like the strategy of like the logo elements and the variations of the logo, there's a lot of pieces that make it all come together. So make sure that you're charging what you're worth. I feel like a lot of times because clients feel that they can do it on their own, there might be clients that give you a hard time about charging what it's worth, but make sure you stick to that because branding packages take a lot of time and they are very timeless. They could possibly be using this logo for the next 10 to 20 years, especially if it's very timeless and modern and minimal and fits their branding. You want to make sure that you're charging what you're worth. I mean, think about it. The person who created the Nike logo probably wishes they charged a little more because it's literally everywhere. It's been around forever. So think about it like that when you create the branding, that this could be something that they use for a really long time and it has so much value behind it. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching this entire process though. It's been so fun to take you guys along this real life client experience with me. If you are interested in learning more about my branding process or logo design process or my website design process, I do have courses always linked down below. I'd love for you to join. I have some really exciting things coming specifically for my students and I'm so excited to share that all. But definitely go check that out down below. Let me know if you have any questions. You can comment on this video. Go find me on Instagram, wherever it is you want to talk. I'd be happy to connect with you. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.